Okay, here we go. OMG. You can't really afford to give OMGs a Sejuani. That's something which they play very well around. I'm wondering if EDG... Well, other teams in the LPL wouldn't let them have Sejuani. Maybe they're willing to just say Ale on Cannon is enough to stop them playing something like Sejuani Renekton or Sejuani Jax. Maybe that's the play for them. Maybe Shimmers. Or just Sedge themselves, EDG on blue. Yeah, but then you potentially give up, you could potentially give up Yone Maokai on red side. I think that OMG, they've got a really good, handle on how to play out the first couple of rounds of draft. Because you either take the Sejuani, you give up Maokai Yone, and you have their very long range engage double ult combo, or you give up the Sejuani and you give up early game destruction, Yone Sejuani, which can just kind of like roll through topside. You can also go for something like Rumble top lane at that point too. Normally you just see Shanji getting that banned away. I'm really interested to see what bans are headed towards topside actually. Are we going to see Shanji just say, look, Ale can play something like a Jax or an Renekton, I don't care, I'm just going to play Cassandra into it, and I'll just nullify lane? Are we going to see him be denied something like Rumble, or are we going to see him let him take Rumble and then have Ale have a counter pick? This top lane is one of the most interesting top lane matchups in the LPL, actually. This might, you know what, this might be the most interesting top lane matchup in the LPL. Now, it might come down to Renekton versus Cassandra, but the way that you reach that decision is really interesting to me. Even if it is kind of like a nullifying matchup, all the thought process behind it. Yeah, the thought process behind it leads to some really fun stuff, so. Okay, so we actually see the Renekton, the Rumble ban, that's a big thing. OMG Comfort is banned away, so we don't have half of their like solo lane, melee solo lane stuff. At this point, if you ban away the Yone, yeah, the Yone ban's really good. That stops you kind of like losing the draft trade. Now the thing is, do you first pick Sejuani anyway, because Creme still plays a lot of mid, like, he can play stuff like Akali, which is fine. Akali's good into Sejuani too, actually. So I think we're likely already going to be seeing Sejuani here for Creme. That's kind of like his next fallback. Yeah, that's because, I mean, if you're locking in the Sejuani without melee, you lose a lot of value for it. Fofo's a bit, yeah. You're going to see the Akali Sejuani maybe on the other side. I think this would be fine as the Akali here. Are you saving blind pick? Are you going to blind pick for Shanji? You have red counter pick, which I think you have to counter pick top. I don't think you can allow Ale to have counter pick top as top laner. Zeri Aphelios bot side. Zeri is very good into Aphelios right now because Aphelios goes for Bloodthirster first item most of the time. Maybe you don't versus this. But Aphelios with Bloodthirster and Severum is very, very strong, especially with overheal combo. If you go for this, Zeri has the Enchanter. You probably lock in something like a Nautilus because Lulu incentivizes Nautilus because you can kind of like just hook a level 1. What that means is that then Zeri is happy to kind of like pick up the slack from where Lulu leaves off, where she can't like lane as effectively into Aphelios Nautilus. Yep. Because what Zeri does is steal both of their shields. With your passive, you get to steal both their shields. And if you build Bloodthirster first, you get like Severum, Overheal, Bloodthirster, and then the Nautilus shield to all steal with Zeri passive. Then what that also means is you can go for Shield Bash on Zeri in this matchup. Because you're gaining so many shields, you can get a lot of shields and you can kind of blow through them with a very good mid-game spike. You can go for Bloodthirster yourself on these areas as well. You can go like Shield Blow Bloodthirster at that point. So already, I'm really liking EDG's mid-game. I think that their mid-game, if they don't get blasted with their first ults of the game, could be really, really good. I think Leave could pop off again. I think that's a big moment for them. Yeah, Ali was going to go for this. So I think at this point, you're looking at Cannon. I think you're looking at Cannon here. Cannon or Cassandra, one of the two. The problem with this is that you give another shield for Zeri to steal rather. But Zeri also takes a long time to kill Sion. Zeri is not the best tank killer right now. I really like how JJ is just constantly just sitting on Creme's lane and just saying this Akali is not getting involved in things. I actually don't mind this as well. Yeah, you can't afford Creme to kill here. You can't afford this. You absolutely can't afford this. Oh, this is awful for them.
Alright. Sorry, guys. We've got to switch over, so I'm timed up with Romero. We're here.
Creme getting that kill is really bad for EDG. I think that if this Akali snowballs and it is Creme's Akali as well, that's really, really bad for EDG.
Right. GG's Vi. Oh, PP God, goodbye. Oh, Creme. Polymorph.
Yep.
R2 gets it.
This is really bad. Creme is the one person they didn't want to get
R2
ahead.
gets it. Yep. R2 gets it, and it sends Fofo to D2.
Shush.
Yes, precisely. Precisely.
Precisely. Precisely.
I don't know why I'm going all Linky shit.
Oh, ooh, that was bloody close. Fofo actually didn't get a body slam there.
Bloody hell, mate. Are you going to be sending to me?
I'm pretty sure that Creme can kill here.
Creme does get this one, but I don't think he's got anywhere to go. Surely? Surely he dies? The Shroud
Leave is doing big stuff. They need to kill Leave. They need to kill Leave. Abel's got chakrams. It's over. He's got chakrams.
Yeah. Leave? Leave on the other side? Oh, PP God.
The body block!
Leave, you need to make like your name and leave. Get out of this place.
Let's make like a tree and get out of here. Bloody hell. And after this, Creme is 3-0-2. Like, I love OMG so much. OMG are a team that will draft themselves a composition with a really niche win condition and still somehow play to it. I love it. And I get that maybe like you view the whole thing and you're just like, oh man, but it's just like Akali just doing Akali things. I'm like, particularly in this game, it is so important for Creme to get ahead in this game.
Wait.
If he's not.
Not again. Not again. Here we go again.
Yeah.
Wait, they're gonna have polymorph?
I mean, you're going into chakram turrets. You're going into rifle turrets. You can't really do that.
And they get the Herald Charge as well.
They do. How much are they going to get with it, though? Who's that go to? Who's
It's
the gold
only
go
going
to?
into the Wukong. In recent television history he had in that show.
How much are you going to do with this, though? You do have Bloodthirster up for... You do have Bloodthirster on Zeri. If Leave gets into this fight, Leave is ready to pop.
Oh,
it's a huge fight. Huge fight.
He's got Blast Cone behind. That Severmont was pretty sick. Come on, surely he doesn't get out. Oh my god, they got him.
Cream's really trying. How much life steal?
Leave. Oh, not enough. Oh, Creme.
There's the Akali. I mean, EDG needed to not fight around mid-jungle early. That was super dangerous for them. This is still gonna be okay. Jax is actually now... Jax is now the only damage remaining in the team. Yeah, this is a cleanup. This is a cleanup.
Aki needs to be... Okay, they're TPing it. I don't actually know
Akali is just
whether
kind of
the
here now.
Akali wants this.
Creme, friend.
This is so OMG. We'll fight it anyway. Let's go.
The fly.
Let's go. Blast Cone. No. Massive
go.
shutdown. That's Baron as well.
It's the ally factor, baby. It's the ally factor.
Yep.
He is by far the best top laner in
Bring
the
some under the
LPL.
table.
He is by far... Huh? No, that's Fofo.
I know. But he's also in Dali.
Well, no, that'd be Ale, which is what
I
everyone
know,
mispronounced
but
for
exactly,
years.
I'm making a pun.
Yes,
Alex.
that's what everyone pronounced wrong for years.
I know.
OMG shouldn't have tried to fight with when a fellow didn't have flash and they're playing against Gragas, right? That's definitely a point. Yeah, it's definitely a point. I think OMG... Probably a good tagline for them is OMG shouldn't have tried to fight could probably describe a lot of their games, actually. That's probably a lot of OMG games.
Yeah. The amount of times I've seen Creme do silly things on Akali by saying, well, screw it, we're fighting anyway. We're doing it live.
Oh my god, planning around the chakrams. Abel just dies here though, right? Good cask. Oh my god, this is just death.
Leave's gonna ruin him. Leave's gonna ruin him. It's a double.
OMG shouldn't have tried to fight. End sentence.
I did see 2 Zeri pentakills within the last half an hour. I wondered whether it was a third. Not today.
And you see there, I mean, JJ, Fofo, Leave, all putting feed onto the members of the
Yeah, which is kind of like, they don't kind of get to stop Ali getting in the back line, they don't get to stop. So if it's a fight from one direction, it's fine. Fofo is actually here for another cast.
Leave is, oh, they used everything, he just doesn't lose any health.
Abel can actually fight here, though.
Losing health. Oh,
bloody hell.
God.
Close run stuff. Yeah, the gold's there now. The gold's there.
He's taking turret aggro. He has so many shields. Oh.
Yeah. You know what? I actually like what OMG tried to do this game. I like what they tried to do.
Yeah.
I think that Creme getting ahead early and OMG doing everything they could to get Creme ahead early, I liked that.
Yeah.
EDG are just way better team fighters, though, in a lot of ways. And OMG just fought too regularly. They had to fight around like Abel Flash, they had to fight around the correct vision setup, and they didn't quite do that. OMG, big over-aggressive. Never heard that one before. Never heard that one before. Okay, into draft. Into draft. That's a good ban. You pretty much have to ban that. We're going to ban away the Rumble as well. Stop Shanji having that same kind of versatility in team fights.
So this time around, not wanting to be
Jack's being banned away.
once again, maybe Shanji just
So what is Ale going to blind pick?
for ending up in
Or is he going... No, he's got red pick. He's... Yeah, no, that's not a problem. Actually, you know what? That's not as much of a problem. Do you have enough bans and takeaways now to stop Ale from counter-picking you with something straight, something really good? Holy moly, Akali's gone as well.
60%.
What's Creme got left? Oh, you could Ari for Creme. You could Ari. But you're going to lose Ari right here, right? Can you Gragas top lane now? Can you just Gragas into the cannon? I think you'd lock Gragas here, right? I think that's a really valuable Gragas angle. Or Lee Sin, one of the two. Are we getting it? That's a lot. That has been... The Aurelia is actually a cannon counter. It is in lane. No. Jungle's not the time right now. No, leave GG to something else. Gragas is really good here. Gragas is really, really good. Lock the Gragas. Gragas is very good here. I don't know about that one. Just down Vi is not awful here, but... Oh, this could be a Trist mid. You could Trist mid and then have Buster shot for cannon as well for Fofo. Fofo could go towards that. Yeah, I think you maybe look... You could look at a Trist here. Because you know there's no Scion coming in. There's no, like, hyper tank option available here. If there was a Scion in top lane and you went for, you know, double AD carry with a Wukong jungle, that would be quite bad. Because there's so much armor stacking. But I think right now, if you lock in Tristana, because you're happy playing into the Ahri, maybe not happy into the Ahri Vi, we'll see. Ahri's pretty good at escaping cannon engages. And it's a takeaway from Creme. You can... Tristana, if you really wanted to. Aphelios Thresh, do I like that? Ahri doesn't like dashing into Thresh hooks. That's kind of annoying. It's okay into lane against this as well. It's okay into this because you can force out the Zeri E in a number of different ways. Oh, that'd be so fun. That would be so fun. That would be so cool. This is the problem with leaving Ale to last pick, counter pick top lane. It just sucks. It just sucks trying to play top lane against Ale. He's just got... We get it! Let's go! We get it! Nice! Now, I have to say, in this game, actually playing Everfrost Ahri is, I hate to say it, pretty okay. Because you have so much damage that you can set up for in Wukong and, like, you don't have the best CC from those two, you don't have the best CC from here, and you don't have Engage. This, I hate to say it, folks, I condone Everfrost in this game. Because there are a couple of matchups it works into. It allows you to fire the Everfrost through the wave at Silas, which means that both of you stand on the opposite side of the wave, and Everfrost landing actually means quite a lot. Not a huge fan of Vladim's cannon. I think that cannon, it's a very flippy matchup. It's a flippy matchup, but if you're Ale, I think it's fine.
You can. Oh no, I'm just a poor innocent Thresh. Don't look at me.
What?
Like that. Don't call blimey.
There's no cleanse here. Yeah, that's a really good lantern
There's
gank.
the lantern gank.
Really good lantern
God
gank.
takes a lot of damage for this though.
No, it doesn't lead to any. Well, realistically, what happens after that?
I wonder whether JJ could like get in range close
No.
a little quicker.
No, not when you got lethal tempo. Like if you see, so
wonder.
Sam, if you see a lethal tempo AD carry on the other side, you can't take long trades like that, really. No, it's still 800 gold, right?
Yeah, but it's cheaper than a lost chapter. And if you go, if that's the reset you back on.
No,
So
you
hang
get
on,
Dark
Ale.
Seal and
Ale.
Nice. And now suddenly this game is very difficult for RMG. These leads stick very, very hard. You've lost your flash as well. It's a lower cooldown than the Ghost Ignite and the ult, so Ali can just all in.
Do it again.
Yeah.
Still there, the players
Oh, leave, buddy.
But Leaf just dives over the wall and he's
No! He has flash and cleanse, flash and
He
cleanse.
can climb over walls too. Leaf still on HP.
Oh, jeez. Cream has flash. Cream has flash.
Would finish the job there.
Oh, my word.
No flash.
That's every flash blown for that.
It's
by the way.
lactose
Every
intolerant
single one.
gameplay, baby!
The hubris
Cream's
Oh, never
getting a
get used to that,
reaction.
lads.
Cream's getting a reaction, folks.
This-
You have no W now, JJ. And there's a black cleaver completed, so that's not looking great. Oof.
Oh, not bad, OMG.
Yeah. This draft as well is much easier for them to play out, I think, because I think last game was actually a very difficult game to play out. And they also didn't play, or rather, it's difficult to play out with their playstyle, because they don't play slow, ever.
I think you can get this.
No, he missed a skill shot, which is actually his auto tech. Yeah.
Barely with his life. Abel sidestepping some of that.
It was Royal who won in
I can agree with that. Dragon on the cards, 2K on the health bar. JJ versus Aki. Samai. He's gonna
Oh, that's why Oriented Thrash kind of sucks
Yeah,
sometimes.
I just saw that. I'm like a second behind you. Oh.
OMG, not only getting an objective, but now looking for more.
Oh, close on the flash hook.
And JJ will
Close.
pull a bonus kill for Creme off the back of it. 4-0.
So we don't actually know what Fofo's going towards right now, because he's got the Lost Chapter. He hasn't built up something like a Kindle Gem if it's going to be Everfrost. I think it probably will be, right? But getting hit by a single Silas Q really hurts, actually.
Yeah.
You are too
Bloody hell.
Fofo. God, no ult anymore. He's gone.
Maybe they're afraid that JJ's are in the corner. They were potentially in a 3v4.
Oh, Alex just burned Champion Pool. He's dead, isn't he?
Got empowered heal. Ah, it's got heal cut on it. Yeah, good play.
A lot of happy people out there, Munch, because I know.
Shanji, did he go again? Oh no.
Oh, sees so bloody hell, Ale.
Oh no. Ale experience. Leave.
Leaves. Bloody hell. I love OMG, man. They are the best team in the entire LPL. This team has no flaws. They are by far the peak of Chinese League of Legends. No one can tell me that OMG are lacking as a team.
Oh no.
Suddenly everyone's throwing. There's gas everywhere. People are throwing up.
Yes, Silas the Stinky. The lactose intolerance comes flying on through.
Aki, friend. Wait, Creme is not the one getting focused, and he does have a lot of gold. Guys,
Oh no, good lantern to get onto lead.
Oh my god, everyone's just dead.
Yeah, I mean, yes, that's correct. That's
Saruman the
oh my god, all alive.
Stinky!
That was a misspeak, Al. Did
Ow. No, I didn't hear
You
that.
said, oh my god, they're all dead. They're not, oh my god, they're all alive.
Oh. No, I didn't hear that.
So
That's good. That's a good one, Sam.
You're
That's,
alive.
I'm happy for you, Sam. That's a good one. He actually, yeah, the Chaos Blessing actually didn't involve reading comprehension. His literacy rate is just not there right now. Oh hell.
Okay,
Oh,
Ale,
good.
just
That's a good
get
wild growth, actually. Wait, Ale's doing work. Well, Ale's actually doing big work here. Oh, he'll cut ball. Grievous wins, by the way.
Lance move shot.
Wait, what have I got?
Blood for the Blood God! Skulls for the Skull Throne!
Infernal Soul gonna be online. These guys are barely there. They want to take that.
Please don't hurt my family. I won't, but OMG will.
Yo, OMG are flying over right now to your family.
This team is so great. You know, actually, I was waiting for a team to support in the LPL, and as much as I'm a color caster, I like, you know, my considered League of Legends. Occasionally, you do need just a pact of just a little bit of the craziness. But I think I might have to find myself supporting OMG.
Oh.
But then you're funneled in, the slicing maelstrom comes out.
Imagine a world where OMG are actually the team that Weibo wants to be. That's actually crazy. Weibo want to be this team.
That's great.
Oh, he has it!
Now, by the way.
He has accepted the blessings of Zinch. The blessings of Zinch. Another one for the cream table.
Okay, well, they got Abel,
Feeling pressured?
but they just sacrificed him for the greater good.
Well, what's happened, Sam, is that they got Abel, but they in fact Cream's actual second name is Kane because he's the original murderer at this
The
point.
original murderer, yeah.
Yeah.
Am I Chaos? I am. Yeah, it's me. I am Slanesh. Have you not seen it?
In the grim darkness of the LPL, there is only Cream.
There is only Grim. That sounds actually considerably grim. That does sound quite grim.
Turns out LPL is just all Cream. Is it clotted? Is it single? Is it double? I don't know. I don't know any other kind of Cream besides that, by the way. That's the only Cream which I know.
Will take down your first place team EDG. They'll push us to 3.
I need Shanji to play Rumble again. No! Shanji's main champion is Rumble. I've just realized, Sam. Get her the damn robot, Shanji.
Get the damn robot, Shanji.
How have I not known this before?
Have you ever played the mecha skin,
How have I
Alex?
never seen
Have you
this
ever
before?
played the
Get her the
mecha
damn
skin?
robot, Shanji.
Where's the mecha Sion?
Middle of the child's play.
Oh my god. Mecha Shanji.
OM Genesis, even Oh, Genesis!
Oh my goodness, it's Evangelion! Get in the damn robot, Shanji. He's actually.
Oh, Genesis
God.
Evangelion!
Oh. Clip it,
done.
ship it. That's it. That's the moment.
Get in the damn robot, Shanji!
Oh.
Fucking hell.
Oh, superb.
I'm learning so many things about OMG today. I didn't realize that. I can't.
Whether I feel like they
How
do
are
Oh
you
no! He can't get in the
Roehampton
damn
Jojo.
robot. The robot's banned.
Oh, the robot's banned.
Aw.
We are gonna jump in.
It could be a mecha skin still.
EDG, though, are gonna
Let me just
keep
move this
could
here.
just
The,
be a
la-
different
the,
AV
the,
unit.
the lactose tolerance club is actually over here. This is the lactose tolerance club. Yeah, let me just move it over there.
And I'm wondering, with Kevin off the table, kind of surprisingly, if they were just gonna
Universal
I thought they were
Studios is
maybe
really
gonna
cool.
index more
Holy
trades,
moly
but
though,
that was
literally
very
look at all of
Cyrus,
these just like target bans against OMG.
coming a bit
Look at all of
like,
these.
still
So it means that
Yeah,
Akali
those
is
are-
like, Akali might get through, that's one thing.
games in a row, he's gotten something that he likes.
JJ
Sure,
gets his
game one,
Wukong
it might not
again.
work,
Well, no, did he get it last time? No, he picked the Vi
still
last time, right?
good in that
Oh, no,
first
no. He was, so it's the Wukong, but you don't have the Vi into it.
With Vi
So-
on the table, I'm curious
Go on,
where
Shanji.
Aki
Lock
will go.
Shyvana blind. Well, it's not blind.
He
it's
was the
still-
Shyvana top player though, into Nah. He was the guy.
Now, I don't
Yeah.
expect this to
I'm
be
just
locked
saying,
in, but
Shanji.
Oh, you can't blind pick that. You, it's, now I do think again. So right now we have counter pick for Shanji, which is really important. Ali on the Vladimir was kind of scary. Like there's a lot of power in top lane counter pick between these two top laners. This is like the most cool top lane matchup in the LPL, I think, in terms of what they can pull out. It's kind of a shame that we're getting so much banned. Yeah, so you're looking at like, because Wukong needs a little bit of extra help to get into the play. He can't be solo engage. So going Aphelios Nautilus works really well.
Yes, agreed. And Nautilus is kind of feeling a lot more potent after some of the melee support changes and stuff.
Also means that Zeri Lulu can like get punished in lane as well. I think Thresh is a bit harder to play.
And
If
he's
you-
been done a fair amount as well, so they can't milk those.
I like the Gragas ban.
Really has not been even
Because again, it's just like I think that having the Gragas to punt someone out of the fight would have been really annoying.
with Anki on the Rift.
I
It's gonna be an
Jarvan
Alistair ban,
would
Alex.
certainly tick a lot of boxes, wouldn't it? Being able
Watch
to
it.
be proactive in the way that Aki wants to be.
Do you get it,
What are the no, oh because of the you must ban the source of milk.
Exactly.
You
I
must
said
ban the
so they
source of the
can't milk, so they
dairy.
can't milk though.
No
Exactly.
more no.
Yeah, Jarvan we're talking about is taking off the ball.
Are you
Funnily enough,
last
yes,
picking
the amount of
jungle?
bans that have been
Are you
invested
seriously doing that?
in the safest blind pick.
Not as expected.
So
these days,
OMG
Lex.
has no engage. They have 0 engage.
On the table, but wanting to make sure that they have
You don't have a range advantage either. Maokai's, yeah, no, Maokai's better. Maokai's way better. Way better. I'm surprised I kind of forgot that champion existed, not gonna lie. It's my bad.
And you can run this AP. It's super
Yeah.
easy to start fights that
I'm
other people
a
then
huge
follow up
fan
on.
of the
Yeah, it's
poppy
absolutely right
jungle
option.
at the minute, but unavailable, you'd assume.
Aki could.
Aki in the wings as
Aw.
well, and getting aggressive. And here we
Needs
go.
to flash early.
Oh, the slow was nice. Yeah, nice. Oh, the flash was just late. He's done.
Big play. Can you clear the wave? Can you clear the wave here? 5v5 starts coming. You're looking to play around 2v2s with Aftershock, realistically. Good timing.
Yeah.
So,
It was.
if we see, part of me, the Justice Plan Silas. Wait, Sam, that emote! That's the Evangelion emote! That's the Evangelion
Oh my
emote!
god!
Get
it's
in the
all
damn
coming
robot,
together!
Shanji! That's the emote! That's the emote!
It's it! Get in the damn top lane, Shanji!
Oh, they're just gonna use the Aftershock. They want to tank with Aki.
no.
Yeah, tank with the Aftershock, that works really well.
Yeah.
Really well played. Really well played. That's exactly what you want him doing as Aki. Really well played.
They'll lose Dragon Ball, they don't care.
Thing is, again, I love how OMG played stuff like this, but game one, similar kind of thing. Well, no, this is still a difficult draft. Don't get me wrong, still a difficult draft to play. They have gave themselves a slim win condition to play through, which is snowballing early through Aftershock and then kind of like the solo laners, so they can get like unanswerable side lane leads or something like that. But they're still managing to make it work. Very few teams will make such a slim win condition work. Like this is in a lot of ways, it's a stupid draft. Not gonna lie, feels like they've been outdrafted. But the fact that they can make this questionable makes me love OMG. They just don't make sense. It is literally just as planned. This is the blessing of Zinj. This is the blessing of Zinj, right the way
Just
through.
as planned.
Just as planned. Oh, yikes.
They know what's going on. Aki has been all over this game.
Aki is so good, you know.
Creme with his first kill off the game.
Cream can keep looking here. Okay.
Nah, just get him back into position.
And when we were asking for something to set up for
JJ?
Herald, he dropped
No, you
for
don't have the
one of your
incredible
carries.
base damage for Kali that you used to have nowadays.
Oh yeah, big big time. 1,500 gold in favor of OMG at the start of this one.
Both top laners are kind of there.
Watch to see if EDG like collapse on one side of the fight. They might try and collapse on Shanji instead.
Alright,
Markout's coming.
Let's go. From
Okay,
both sides.
Rage is up from Shanji. What are they doing with this? What are they doing with this?
Cream threatening from the blue buff area.
Okay, they're collapsing on one side of the fight. Yep. Aftershocks popped. Oh no, it's not. He doesn't have Aftershock.
Oh, he's gone. Oh, Cream got knocked up with that smash.
Shanji's got a big ult coming. But it's not enough. Yeah. It's so difficult for MG to actually pin down
Oh my god,
targets.
Cream go on this?
No, it's not. It's a clone. You can't.
And they somehow just can't finish
I thought he
off
could
the
go
kill.
in and I'll
No, it's a clone. No, he's already used his ult.
Sadly not gonna be able to pick up that
Yeah,
Herald.
Shanji just doesn't have the damage to like one shot at that point. Why? First Herald is great for Renekton. Even by second Herald, you start to fall off against a lot of comps.
Getting in.
He doesn't even have flash this time. Markout, good on red side. They can pin them against the pit. How much do they get here though?
Get into the pins over the dragon.
Cream.
He's
Can you get
set
any of
here.
the
Aftershock's down again now though. Aki doesn't have Aftershock.
Behind enemy lines.
Cream's been spotted. Chakrams are up.
Things happen. It's going to be a 50-50, but JJ takes it, and now
How
much can Cream do?
Cream in the pit trying to get
Not a lot.
Just can't. It's Fofo.
Nah, this is nothing you can do
what
here.
he
Abel's zoned out.
Needs.
It's just an engaged diff, guys. It's such an engaged diff.
Yeah.
RMG have no setup for their damage.
This is the second half of the Evangelion.
I'm sorry. I'm
series.
feeling like the
Things
gas
are
is
falling
building up. Sadly, I'm feeling. Oh god, it's all the lactose, man. It's the lactose.
EDG just doing
Yeah.
so
So put it this way.
Cream's the
I
same
think
level as Lee, just two
Hacky
levels
has no
down
flash.
on
He's dead. Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah.
You're not allowed any vision anymore.
So put it this way. I think that EDG are one of the best drafting teams in the LPL because they're so versatile. They have a very versatile top laner. Leave also plays all of the meta stuff as well. That's been fine. But particularly in top lane, they have so many top lane win conditions because they're the best top laner in the league. Oh, stream's freezing. Why?
I'm fine on my end.
Why?
Oh,
Why is it
Baron's
freezing?
Secured. Cream is trying. TPs are coming
No, no.
through.
I don't think
Okay.
they can be saved at this point. Cream flips across. the
Munch
perfect
balls
Well,
agrees with me.
actually, no, my stream just didn't want to show
comes through,
that.
and Ala chasing
You
them
see,
down.
my PC is just part of the lactose tolerance
It's
club.
part of the lactose tolerance.
It's part of the
club, yeah,
lactose
exactly.
tolerance club. Oh wait, I just realized that my lactose tolerance club thing is just down here in the random corner. I'll just do the.
Well, that's because it's faded away with the hopes in this game. Alas,
Miracle can
poor
happen. We've
OMG,
seen
we
it
knew thee
before.
well.
We saw her come back early on
Pour one out
today.
for the lactose tolerance club.
Phenomenal moment.
Oh, there's the ult again. Can they actually do anything with it? Nope. Aftershock's gone. Aki doesn't have it.
Cream, though. Look at him, just gets
Engage,
one
engage.
shot, barely alive as Shanji
Team
gets
fight
in the
from
take.
They
Engage.
don't. Oh my god, this is just a disaster.
Oh.
It's a disaster.
Oh,
As Abel desperately trying to stack up, doing what he can.
Well, we gotta cry over
full
spilt milk
5 by
now.
health bar lies.
We are crying over spilt milk.
If there's any champion
Yes.
that can, it's Zeri,
Yes, we
but
are.
he's stuck on the fountain. And
Cream,
EDG
no!
will
This is the
finish
end of
this
Evangelion.
series in style. Look at
This is the end
yeah,
of
we're
Evangelion.
really free now. It was certainly into the third game.
Oh, end of Evangelion.
Even end of Evangelion.
Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff.